Fire Sign Friday, Leo. Now, I'm not going to put healing in the title, but for your weekly reading today, since I just did your 7-day forecast a couple days ago, we talking that healing shit. So if you have been wanting to grow and things of that nature, it's a tarot reading, but it's different. So tap in with that. Stick around. If you want to book a personal reading, whatever the topic of focus is, you can hit the link in bio or description box. All right, so let's get into it. I am superior to negative thoughts and low actions, and that's just period. No matter what you're ever going through, Leo, what you have going on, how afraid you are to grow, how afraid you are to close a door, how bad you want to cuss somebody out, just don't. Take the high road. Like, you have to learn how to evolve beyond fear-based responses to things, and like hitting people and arguing and like showing your ass at work, things like that. Those are fear-based responses to something deeper you got going on. I am love. I am purpose. I was made with divine intention. I am learning valuable lessons for myself every day. And my obstacles are moving out of my path. My path is carved towards greatness. Unpack your identity. Who are you, Leo? And that's what's more important than trying to figure out who loves you, who likes you, what such and so-and-so is going to feel about this and that, and worrying about how people are going to think about what you look or what you wear or any of that shit. Who the fuck are you? What are your likes? What are your dislikes? What are your hopes? What are your dreams? What are your triggers? What's your love language? Where do you want to travel to? What do you want to do by this time next year? What's your buying power? Like, that's really like outside of you, but you understand what I'm saying. And so, especially for those of you where you're single and like your biggest thing is trying to find somebody else who's gonna love you. Do you love your damn self? Because here's the thing about other people, and I think that this is the misconception about love and being in love and what being in love really looks like. People think that their partners are supposed to, because like they say shit like, you're my other half. Why the fuck are you only half of a person? You're a whole individual. I believe my husband's my soulmate. He's fantastic. But we are two whole individuals, both very capable of doing all the things that the other does for the other. But the way that we experience life together is complementary and not supplementary. You know what I'm saying? And so understanding who you are and like how to love yourself and how to achieve goals and how to motivate yourself and things of that nature are important to have before you are able to find someone and have a very valuable relationship. Because what ends up happening if you don't have these things and you don't feel these things about you or yourself is then you are able to get wrapped up in jobs and friendships and connections with family members and romantic relationships and cults and all types of shit, where you allow these things to have total control over your thoughts, your fears, your actions, your decision making, how you feel about the way that you look, the way you wear your hair, the way you do all types of things, because you think that outside approval and outside support and outside validation, just all these outside things, tell you what you are worth to you. Forgot to tell you how to take it as it resonates. Setting and holding boundaries is a way to filter out the people who simply don't matter. Yes. One of my favorite examples to people about setting boundaries, when you recognize that something does not work for you or someone is saying or doing something to you that makes you feel uncomfortable, whatever that looks like for you. You tell them how you feel. You let them know what they did. You tell them how you feel. You tell them what you need them to do instead, and then you ask them if this is something that they could agree to. And people will either say, yes, I apologize, I didn't know that made you feel that way. Or they'll say, no, fuck you, go to hell. Or they will say yes and then they continue to move forward and they do the exact thing you just told them you don't want. The last two examples are people that don't matter. Because how you feel and what you got going on, you are not important enough to them for them to make that modification or justification or what the fuck ever. And it may not even, look, it still boils down to that shit. And it's nothing personal, you know what I'm saying? It's more just, this is how life works out for that person, and that does not work out for you, so you gotta do something different. Dragon's Hoard, protecting the future. Then we got the Page of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. For some of you, a lot of like what I'm saying to you is maybe not even necessarily in your personal life, but in your career. And just your growth, your future, whatever this is for you here. We got straddling worlds, wandering between two realms. It's like what you're doing and what you're focused on, how you're strategizing, how you are standing on business about the world that you're creating and how you're growing and things of that nature. You say you want that, you are focusing on that, but then the decisions that you make sometimes do not align with that, Leo. And so as you are moving forward and getting to know yourself a lot better, and you're continuing to set boundaries and close out circumstances and situations with other people, do remember that you're doing this for your future you. You're doing this for the woman or man that you're becoming, or they or them. I don't know how you identify. If you think you're an alien, I'm cool with that. You're doing this for the Martian that you're becoming. You understand what I'm saying? Whoever you are, whatever you are, however you identify, make actions for your future self, not for your present self, not for your past self, not for your fears, not for your limits, and not for the fucked up shit that your brain tries to convince you of that you need to do or believe or have or whatever. That's what I got. Link in bio. Come see me again on Monday. Love you. Bye.